It's Serpent, and yes, you read the title correctly. This is a tutorial for a Toggleable vanilla survival magnum torch. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a contraption to block hostile mob spawns. I'll show it to you working so I don't waste your time, then I'll show you how to build it. However, before I start, you need to know something. This is the only possible way to do this, as far as I know, and it's hard. Really hard. So don't expect to get it done all at once. Now let's get started with that demonstration. At this point, I'm a few hundred blocks away from the magnum torch, and as you can see, there are no hostile mobs anywhere. Just to show that I'm not a lying cheater, here's the difficulty. And also, do mob spawning is set to true. There you go. To make this, you need to know where your spawn chunks are. This is done by taking a compass and following it to exactly where it points. The center will be a 2x2 square of blocks. When you get there, hit F3 and G at once. If the square is closest to a corner, like it is here, that corner is the center of the spawn chunks. In the unlikely event that your square will be in the exact center of a chunk, that center, right there, and this chunk will be the center of the spawn chunks. When you've found the center, travel 8 chunks from the center in any direction, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you get there, mark the edge. This is where you have to build the contraption. To build this, place glass blocks, or rather, any blocks, but glass is good because you can see inside. Place glass blocks up like this, then block over and block over that. Then place a piston on either side. Hold on. Like that, okay. Place pistons like that. Then place redstone dust here, a block, torch, redstone dust. Then place a repeater right here, and a lever right here. It should do that. Note that this side should be, the side with the torch should be on one side of the chunk boundary. This over here is the spawn chunks, you can see the diamond blocks, and the chunk should be right in the center, right here, so when you hit the lever it'll move the entities that will be in here from one side to the other across the chunk boundary, in and out of the spawn chunks. You should also put a glass block here and a glass block here. Forgot about that, sorry. So, here's the hard part. You need to get 79, yes, 79 evokers and or vindicators into this cell. I'm going to pretend that's 79. So, what this will do is that when these evokers or vindicators are in the spawn chunks, aka on this side of the machine, they will constantly be loaded and constantly raise the hostile mob cap to its maximum, meaning no more mobs will spawn, no more hostile mobs. When this lever is flicked over here, they are not in the spawn chunks, so they're not loaded at all times, so the hostile mob count is as it should be when you're far away from here. However, if you are near them, there will never be any hostile mob spawning. You need to make sure that these vindicators are not named, because when you name them, they no longer contribute to the hostile mob cap. Similarly, when spawned with a spawn egg, they will despawn. So really they do have to be captured from the wild, or spawned with a command, which I do not know, that will spawn them as such. So those are the limitations, and it is very difficult to get this many. I recommend taking them in through the nether, maybe over the nether roof. So yes, they do need to be captured, and that's very hard. So I can't actually show this one to you working, because they'll despawn if I move away, but it will work in survival if you capture them. So hopefully this video was useful, or at the very least interesting. This has been Serpent, goodbye.